So, Dave.
Yes.
We can see the flare launchers from where we are.
You can, but they're about 600 feet away. There's a tower. There is a small perimeter. Most of the people there are miners, and there looks like there's a small amount of guards.
Are there any adults there just keeping watch?
Any, sorry?
Any adults?
Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, you like that? Is that the kind of jokes you want to do on this podcast?
Do you feel like a big tough guy now for
Yeah,
bullying poor Dave?
That's funny.
Poor Dave who just sculled a margarita while he's down? You feel cool? You big cool guy?
You can see a white blur on the snow as you make your way past the perimeter, and now you are standing right up against the fence, but you can also see a conversation that the plumed officer is having with another one of the guards.
Do you feel like a big man? Does that make you feel good slacking off? Is that what this is?
Oh, no.
Well, then why'd you slack off?
Oh, I just was a bit tired.
Was you tired, were you?
Yeah, I've worked a lot.
Why didn't you have a nice nap?
Well, that's what I did. I took a nap.
All you need to do is you come to me and you say, Captain Jandal.
Yes, Captain Jandal.
You say, Captain Jandal.
Captain Jandal.
I'm a bit sleepy.
I'm a bit sleepy.
And then I'll go, all right.
Off I go then.
No, you meant to say it to me.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, but let me finish.
Okay.
All right. Go and have a nap.
All right. Off I go then.
And so the only guard on watch goes and has a nap?
Yes, something called leadership. And then he stands there wondering what he did. It's like,
Is Officer Jandal now on watch?
yeah.
All right, so the only person on watch is now Officer Jandal. One more stealth check will get you to the foot of the tower. Okay, so you start to wriggle under the snow, but your white parka gets caught on the wire and the claws that are built into the emergency perimeter, and you hear a loud rip noise that Jandal notices as well.
What?
I guess I'll cast Disguise Self
Okay.
as the officer who just
Went to have a nap.
just went to have a nap.
Okay, great. So he walks around and he sees the guard that he told to go have a nap, half under the fence with his coat ripped open by the bottom of the fence.
Coleman!
Sir,
Coleman!
Captain, yes.
What are you doing? I told you to have a nap, not have a rip of your shirt.
I've plunged myself in the snow to refresh and reinvigorate myself because I am ashamed at my sleepy behaviour.
Well, that's not what I said at all. I'm doing leadership.
I'm taking initiative.
Did I inspire that?
Okay, while that conversation is happening, clocking that he's left the gate open.
Oh gosh, Coleman, I got to be honest with you. I really let you have it, but having just done this gig for about a minute and a half, it's very complicated. So I just want to say that having
While he's saying this, he's locking the gate again.
walked a mile in your shoes is in a way that it's difficult, and I respect you for doing it.
Thank you, sir.
Are we standing at the gate and this
So
is...
now, no. Phil's dexterity was to see who had the initiative to actually run through. So Filge is now hiding behind a tent. Captain Jandal is standing in front of the locked gate. The gates are locked now. Baston is burying Banknote in the snow for reasons that makes...
No, I'm not allowing that. I beat him in a dexterity check.
Baston and Banknote are rolling around in the snow. And Bobby... Jandal nods at you, sort of confused, and then walks back to his foreman's office, a sort of demountable on the side of the camp.
I'll take the keys then, sir. I'm back on watch. You can count on me.
You don't have your keys?
You'll make a deception check. He's pretty stupid.
That's a 17 plus...
Yeah. Yeah, no, mate,
Nine.
that'll make sense because I give and then yeah. Yeah, but
And sir,
Be careful with these. They're the only ones I've got.
yeah.
thank you for inspiring me, not just today, but every day with your leadership.
That's so fucking nice.
I fucking love Captain Jandal.
I'm gonna remember that. I will. I really will. Okay. Hooroo.
He walks over to his foreman's office, reaches down for his ring of keys, looks at the door, and then smashes a window and walks inside.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm going to try and open the gate.
Yep.
So is the gate far from the entrance of the cave?
No, you're standing
The-
right. You're standing right near the gate, but don't forget that you're very conscious of the fact that the watchtower is manned.
Yes, I know. And the tent. Can I sort of see any shadows inside it?
There is an identical soldier inside it. You can see by just peeking inside. That looks identical to the soldier that just threw you the keys, who is putting in his AirPods, just getting ready to go to sleep. It's magical sending stone AirPods.
What's he listening to as he goes to sleep, Dave?
Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh, man.
Fun fact, the band Neutral Milk Hotel exists across all known universes.
Can I sneak in and
True Neutral Milk Hotel. There you go. That's
I was wondering if you were going to go with that or Neutral Milk Dimension Hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, there were options there.
and they're
options.
all hilarious.
Yeah,
so
good.
it's really
Oh,
just a crapshoot as to which I'd opt for.
Sorry, you had a question, Alex.
yeah. Can I sneak inside the tent and
Make a stealth check.
yeah.
And do a murder?
Do a murder. That's what you were thinking.
Go on, treat yourself. Do a little murder.
Oh no. 4.
Okay, you walk in, and as soon as you do, giant half-orc that you are, the guard snaps his eyes open and looks at you, and you have a second to act.
I tackle him to the ground, like smothering him with my body.
Opposed strength. He rolls an make an attack quickly. You dive forward, you pin him to the ground, and you clamp your hand over his mouth.
And then I don't take my hand off until he's still.
Okay, so that's
Wait, so you're going to use an airtight grip to suffocate his
like your use of.
Very big hands.
That was like very close to like the journalistic use of like passive voice. All right, so you're going to staring him in the eyes. You obstruct his nose and mouth until he goes still.
What Neutral Milk Hotel song is playing in his earphones?
It's in an aeroplane over the sea, so it's like, it's nice.
It's a nice one to go
There
out
are worse ways to go.
Have I clocked where Filge is?
Sorry?
Have I clocked where Filge is?
Yeah, you saw Filge because you saw this all happen over his shoulder.
I'm going to throw her the keys.
Does Filge know that it's you?
Regardless, she'll have the keys.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah, Filge, one of the other guards, you've seen him use his disguise magic before, but one of
Yeah.
the other guards throws you the keys.
Yep.
All right, you're not dressed as one of the frontier mercenaries guarding this camp.
I'm going to bring the donkey and the barrel to Jandal's office door.
Knock?
Knock. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Okay, great. So I want to stop you. You knock on the door, and Jandal opens the door into a tent.
I imagine we were back a bit, or whatever. Yeah.
You said flush.
Yeah, you said flush. So he's into a tent, and inside the tent, standing at the door, is one of his guards. Behind that is a half-orc and Baston, and a donkey and a cart with a barrel.
And a body.
And a body, Dave.
A naked body.
With a
Naked body.
face he recognises all too well.
No, it's face down. Face down. Excuse me, sir.
Can I help you?
Make a deception check. Another hard deception check.
18 is what I got. 15 plus 3. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could help me. I heard from head office that some of... I've already succeeded in the deception. I've already succeeded in the deception check,
You
Dave.
got 18, and hard is technically a 20. It's so close that he doesn't immediately like jig to this, but he is going to ask you about everything he sees that's suspicious. You
Okay.
have to have an answer for everything.
Sir, I got this barrel here from head office and I can't seem to open it. Could you try and,
Who's that?
my name?
Well, yeah,
We'll
let's
get to
start
that.
that. Let's start with that. What's your name?
My name is Juves.
And who's she?
Again, he's wearing a name tag that says Coleman.
That is one of the prisoner half-orcs. Who I've turned into one of our informants.
Well, that is above and beyond because I don't think we had that. We did not have that program We are minors.
I have a couple more questions.
Fields just suddenly starts walking slowly towards him and going, "What a beautiful face I found in this place that is circling all around the sun."
As she clams her hand on his mouth.
What a beautiful dream that could flash on the screen in the blink of an eye and be done. And they just slowly bring him to the ground.
He starts trying to sing with you as you sing softly, Filge. After about 10 or 11 seconds, he starts trying to pull away from your hand as you clamp more firmly on.
Let me hold it close.
He begins to jerk in panic as he tries to get away from you as you walk him into the back wall of his head office as he frantically starts slapping on the wall, trying to grab his rapier on a table, slamming it over to the side, tears pouring down his eyes as he entreats you, sentient being to sentient being, worker to worker, to just let him live. Maybe he could be an ally to you. And finally, his eyes roll up in his head and he slumps down to the ground.
Okay, that's done.
That is for some reason genuinely upsetting.
Yeah.
All right, the
I'll be
the
blocking that one out.